And we welcome you to This is Overtime here on OSN. The Ottawa Senators with a 2-0 shutout victory in Vancouver to finish off the 5-game road trip. 9 of 10 points. Lee Versage and the myth, the legend, the Mac Daddy. Are you used to Mac Daddy yet? Steve McKenzie.
Yeah, I'll warm up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of would like something a little bit more than Mac Daddy. But however.
Me too.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
It'll just come to us.
That's right.
For the Ottawa Senators, this was another must-win game because 5 points back, no Jake Sanderson, James Reimer in net. But man, oh man, this was one of those games.
Last game of a road trip too.
Yeah. That I think some people might have worried about.
Yep.
But I was not one.
Weren't.
I was not one of them.
No.
The Vancouver sucks. And so no, they do.
They do, yeah.
No,
yeah,
they are minus 71. They're now minus 73 on goal differential. The next team is minus 46. So like they're 27 goals removed from the second worst team in the NHL. They are awful. So this was a must-win game. I don't care if they didn't have Jake Sanderson. I don't care if it was the last game of a road trip.
No. They still had to win.
Steve, I never was worried about tonight at all. Even at 0-0. Were you?
No. You could just see the way they were playing, that there was no panic. There was nothing from Vancouver.
Yeah.
That give you there was no buzz. There was no life. A little bit.
I wanted Ottawa to call me to play goal tonight. I could have got a shutout.
Think
tonight.
So?
Yep.
Maybe. Wow.
Well, okay,
but
not
get carried away,
okay, but the point I'm trying to make is that almost any NHL goalie or AHL goalie could have had an opportunity to get a shutout, and I didn't think James Reimer.
I think he'd honestly tell you that was probably one of the more easier wins. Like they did a really good job of everything coming in. He saw almost every shot.
Yeah.
They didn't give him. He wasn't scrambling. He wasn't.
No. How many grade
good
A
on the team?
How many grade A scoring chances did they have? Like I don't remember.
Grade A. No, there's one that he kind of let a rebound off to the right. In the second, other than that, no. Grade A, no. C plus, maybe.
Well, it's nice. Tanner's in on the chat. Nice of him not to be here. Said, is it over yet? Tanner, it's like 11:46. You were the guy that wasn't here at 1:30 in the morning, but you know who was? Z Gibbon was here. 1:30, Saturday night, Sunday morning. He was here.
God love him.
Were you here? No.
I wasn't.
Was Tanner here? No.
Nope.
Was anybody else here? No. Zach McGibbon says, don't hold back, Lee. Tell us how you really feel about Vancouver. They suck.
Yeah.
Imagine being a season ticket holder with that team.
No.
The only hope I had all game, this is not even a joke. I got to make you a name play. I forgot again. I feel selfish about that.
Oh, that's okay.
Says my name. Doesn't say your name. I mean, I'm
along for the ride.
I'm the effing star anyway,
yeah,
so
right.
That's fine. But I should have your name up there.
Here, right? Yeah.
No, remind me next time, okay? But the only hope I had for Vancouver tonight, I'm not even kidding you. This, I should ask you and those listening what they thought was the best chance for Vancouver. The only hope I had for this franchise was Michael Bublé and one of the Property Brothers at the first intermission, because they own the Vancouver Giants and they got all these top prospects, and the Canucks suck, so they're gonna have great picks, and they want them all to go there.
Yeah, which won't happen.
Well, I know that, but that was, hey, maybe there's a little bit of synergy and hope, and there's Bublé and the Canucks, and you got a Ginla, you got all these guys playing for the Giants. That I'm like, okay, there's my hope. Because watching that team, my God.
It's a sad state of affairs. Where they were a couple years ago, and maybe they overachieved a bit, but what you want to talk about imploding.
Zach says always ready with a Z. Well, he's Z Gibbon.
Always, right.
He's
I
Zed
got you,
Gibbon.
yeah.
So he tries to do that, I think. And if that's not on purpose, Zach, make it on purpose for the next little bit.
Oh, it's dick.
Tanner says, James Reimer shutout in the year of our Lord, the big 2026. Again, don't steal a line from Z Gibbon, who likes to do in our Lord 2026. That's his shtick.
Yep.
But imagine saying at the beginning of the year, the Ottawa Senators,
right,
if they win this game, they're going to be 3 points out of a playoff spot after playing very poorly.
Yep.
They're not going to have their best player.
No.
But don't worry, James Reimer is going to have a shutout.
Yeah.
Where the hell did James Reimer come from?
Why? How did we get here?
Like, how did we get to James Reimer?
Oh.
So I think, we're joking around, but I do think why I was never worried was because this team is playing so soundly defensively.
They really are, yeah.
And they're not facing a team tonight that was really any threat to press them.
No,
so even though they didn't have Jake Sanderson, what they did have was the rest of their guys that are playing really well.
That's right. And played great. Didn't mail it in because it was the last game of the road trip and everything. They showed up and they were controlling the play the whole game. It kind of felt like, even when they got that first one, I was like, okay, well, I guess we're halfway through the second. Like, we should probably get a goal.
Yeah.
That's
exactly how it felt.
That's right. Like, shit, yeah. Right.
We're kind of messing around. You know what? Let's just score one.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so
we're a better team. Like, we've let them play a bit, but we're gonna win. And now,
wasn't saying
what we came here to do.
Wasn't saying I was sleepy. Was saying that was it was a boring ass game.
That wasn't all.
Give you that, Tanner. Who said that an EHL goalie could have had a shutout? I also agree with that. We're actually talking
Reimer based like at this point. I mean,
well, he is. He wasn't even playing anywhere. No. So you and I and our buddy Chris was here tonight, and we're remembering David Ayers.
Yes,
the Zamboni driver who came in and beat the Leafs, which was just a great night.
Oh, wasn't it?
But that's
a good story.
But that's kind of how it felt. That anybody could have been the goalie tonight,
for the most part,
but that's more. That's not to make fun of them. That's to actually give them a compliment. To be like, even though they're missing their best player, they still played really, really well.
Yeah. And I think also having a guy like James Reimer kind of made the confidence. Like, as long as the way they were playing, he wasn't gonna give it up. I thought he's been. For all the circumstances, everything thrown in, I thought he's been good for Ottawa.
It's more that Ottawa has him here rather than blaming him. You know what I mean? Like, the guy wasn't playing hockey.
No. He came in and he's done
right.
I think he's done more than, I don't want to say exceeded expectations, but kind of like.
So the guy that everybody was focused in on tonight, I think, was Thomas Chabot.
Right. Yep.
Other than taking not one but two minor penalties in the game, had an assist, was +2. Well, they won 2-0. He was on the ice for both goals.
Yep.
Played 24-29 in this game. And Artem Zub next on that list at 21-57. But what Travis Green did again,
Zub a little feisty tonight. Yeah,
a little feisty.
Yeah.
But what Travis Green did again is he spread the ice time very, very well.
Yeah.
Like, looking at the ice times tonight, none of the forwards, none of them got into the 20 minutes.
Nope.
That's actually crazy.
Kind of is, isn't it?
That none of them got there.
Yeah. And only two, Chabot and
Stutz, and Zub got into the 20s.
Yep.
Other than that,
a couple 18s here and there, but
and a lot Stutz was 12 seconds short.
Mm-hmm.
But that's impressive from Travis Green, just playing everybody, even though you had a 1-goal lead, you need the points, you're not panicking and just overplaying guys.
No.
The confidence that this team is showing, to me, is at an all-time high. This year.
For sure.
This year. Like, they believe. They know they're going to be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that a couple games ago.
Right.
And you really see it now. Well, I mean, I think they're also seeing the fruits of their labor. Right?
Yes.
That's like,
Yes.
because it's worked. It's not.
It's incredible that when
They've
coaches
applied.
tell you something
Yeah.
and you do it and it works, how much you believe at that point.
Well, right? Yeah. And it's showing. There was no panic tonight.
No. There hasn't been panic in a while.
No.
No, we'll see coming
I think
up.
probably more panic in the fan base than there is maybe
Oh,
the guys on the ice.
100%.
Sure, right? It's been it's been an up and down, whether realistic expectations or not, or
See, Tanner says that Z Gibbon probably would have let one in though. And then Z Gibbon back with not exactly Dominic chicken. Well, you do lay flat quite a bit, Zach. You lay down for a lot of people. Okay. That's a wrestling term. Tanner and Zach would get. Well, no, you lay down for people.
Right.
It means like, yeah, I'm going to beat you tonight. you're going to lay down for me. Like, you're not beating me tonight.
No.
Zach lays down for a lot of people. So I want to know from anybody listening here, whoever that is, if you're listening and you're not in the chat, then get in the chat on this one.
Join.
What did you think? And we'll start with you, Steve.
Okay.
But want to hear from everybody. What did you think of the goal? The only real goal in this game, other than an empty net goal, was off of the glove of Shane Pinto to Ridley Gregg. It was quickly reviewed, counted as a goal.
Yep.
Did you think it should have counted?
Yes.
Why?
I don't think, there wasn't enough to overturn it by their rules, right? There wasn't anything convincing. To me, it was, he was getting out of the way to sort of protect himself.
Right.
Now, whether he cleverly, these guys aren't idiots either, but I don't think you can't, it's so hard to prove intent in that.
So then why did it count? Did it go off his glove?
Yeah.
Did it go to the stick of Ridley Gregg?
Yes.
Did he score?
Yes.
Okay. So why should it have counted then?
Because it was more deflection, I think, than to me, a hand pass.
You just told me you can't get into the heads of people and try to prove intent.
No.
So then what actually happened is it hit his glove.
Yeah, he just put his hands up it was coming at his head. So,
right.
So it blocked off and bounced.
So how do you know he didn't do it on purpose?
I don't.
Then why'd it count?
Either way. Because they don't know either way. It was already, they called it a goal on the ice.
So?
Yeah, but once they do that, it's a lot to overturn. I don't think, to me, it wasn't a hand pass per se. It went off his hand, absolutely.
But what does that mean per se?
A hand pass is like an open, you're, instead of using your stick or your feet, you're using your hand.
But would you not agree that I could get a puck on the sideboards and be trying to just get the puck down to myself, and somebody else comes along, like a teammate comes along and hits it? I'm not meaning to pass it to him at all.
No.
Teammate touches it, whistle it down. I don't think this goal should have counted. Okay. I do not think so. And I would like somebody, anybody, to tell me why it should have counted. This isn't like an anti-Ottawa. I'm not trying to cause I'm not trying to cause crap.
No.
You can't get into a player's head on whether they intentionally are doing something or not.
No.
Now, I don't think Shane Pinto tried to do it, but I don't know that he didn't.
Nice.
Right?
Creative on the penalty you drawed.
Right? Shane Pinto and Shane Pinto has done this a lot.
Yeah.
Shane Pinto, and I forget the player, it was the other Pettersson. They got 100 Petterssons on their team. No, they do, right? They have two. They have Elias, they have Elias,
1, 2, 3,
and they have Marcus.
Yeah.
So they got 3 Petterssons.
2 Elias and Marcus.
No, it's 1 Elias. And one's Elias.
Oh.
And then you got to know, right? And then Marcus. So I think it was Marcus, but Shane Pinto actually grabbed his arm and then just fell down. And they called Marcus Pettersson. And Marcus Pettersson's like, what the hell, man?
Rightfully so.
Oh, he was pissed.
Yeah, and he should have been. I mean, it worked well for Ottawa.
Okay, so here we go. Tanner says, good goal to me. No way Pinto could have intentionally sent that to Gregg with little reaction time. And then Z Gibbon says, was not an intentional hand pass. Good goal. Tanner says no different than hitting off his hip or his leg. Well, no, it's completely different about going off his hip or his leg because you cannot hand pass the puck.
Right.
So
true.
So I
Or if
don't.
it goes off your
You're
butt or
allowed
your
to
hip.
have it go off your hip. You're not allowed to have it go off your hand.
No.
And this is the problem that I have with, well, I got a lot of problems with Zach, but like this is one of the problems I have with him tonight. Was not an intentional hand pass. How do you know? How do you know? And Tanner saying, no way Pinto could have intentionally sent that to Greg. Bull crap, man. These guys' minds work at a very, very high speed.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't put it past, like.
Okay, but this is the point.
Yeah.
If there is do I think he for sure didn't? Well, no, like he probably didn't.
No.
But is there a 5% chance?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, well then that's okay. End of discussion. If there's a 5% chance that he did this intentionally.
But I think by their, like the NHL rules, once it's to overturn a goal, they didn't have enough from what everyone saw and what happened to overturn it.
No,
to me.
I understand what you're saying, but when I look at the video and I say it went off his hand, that's enough to overturn it if I can't get into his head to know what he's doing. Like,
so you err on the side of
he turned his head to kind of get away from it, but his hands went directly towards Ridley Gregg. Now, I don't think he did it on purpose, but I don't know that he didn't.
Didn't turn left.
And Shane Pinto is one of the smartest guys on it. He's drawn penalties, as we talked about with Pettersson. He's drawn penalties elsewhere. He did it last game too, where he hooked the guy's stick under his arm, and then he went down, and he's trying to do things. These are the best players in the world. Yeah. These guys' minds go for us to sit here on TV to say that he didn't at least attempt to get the puck over to the other side of the rink where he knew that a player was.
Yeah, I don't think
it's not impossible.
No.
And the rule says you're not allowed to hand pass the puck.
No.
It went off of his hand to the stick of Ridley Gregg. I keep telling you. And for people to say that, oh, he definitely didn't. Yeah, bull crap.
Yeah, no. You can't go that way either.
James says not a goal. Not a goal. I think he knew Greg was there, sent it in his general direction, but I'm okay that it was not called back. Well, okay, James, look, I'm happy you're happy. Like that you're okay, I'm happy about it. But that's not the rule. Like, again, let's just turn it around for 1 second.
Need to call Gary.
Okay?
Yeah.
For 1 second, let's turn it around.
Right.
The Ottawa Senators lose tonight because of that goal.
Oh.
And they're 5.
Oh, it's completely the other way. Most people would be. Yeah.
The Vancouver Canucks scored one goal because of that. And you're telling me that everybody, 100% of the people are fine with that.
Not a chance.
Okay.
That was situational for sure.
So Steve,
like so much,
Steve,
right?
James, Tanner, Zach,
right?
Guys, come on. Like, if it's a rule, it's a rule. And even James saying, I'm going to put this up again because I'm glad that James is here. He thinks that he knew that Greg was there and he sent it in his general direction.
Well, that's,
Is that not intent?
No, that's exactly what that is.
Okay, because
by definition,
I just wanted someone else to tell me.
Can we find the actual rule? Can someone?
Yeah, can somebody get on that? Will ya? Like, we're busy.
Yeah. Zach, Tanner,
James,
NHL rule.
Tanner says Vancouver might need a new head coach soon. You should apply, Lee. You know what? I was kind of like an Adam Foote type player myself.
Yeah.
Was on some good teams, play well defensively, probably get too much credit for being a good defensive player when all like Sakic and Forsberg, they have the puck all the time, but you're like a steady defensive defenseman.
Yep. Pays me around good people sometimes.
You think?
Yeah, it paid off.
Adam Foote.
Get a couple cups, get some money, get paid, still coaching.
Okay, Zach says, really going to
His
fool
nose
them.
took the worst.
Really going to fool them by firing a slap shot at my own teammate. Never see it coming. No, that's not what we're talking about, Zach. I didn't say that Ottawa did this intentionally to try
It wasn't
to
a
score.
set play.
I'm just telling you that when Pinto was sitting there and going, oh my God, there's a freaking puck coming at my head, was there even just a smidge of, I'm going to block it over there and hope that it goes to a teammate, just like James said.
Well, he turned right. He didn't turn this way, right? That alone.
And I'm telling you, go back and watch the replay.
Yeah.
His arms are extended way out. Like, you know how they tell you you're a golfer?
Yep.
One of my worst.
Well, I play golf.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, same. I used to be a golfer and now I just play golf.
Yeah.
But
I was just
one of the worst things that I ever do, that I remind myself all the time, and it's so easy, right?
Yep.
Follow through. Like, that's it. Like, just follow through and point your club to the pin, or point your club to exactly where you want the ball to go. It's amazing that the ball actually goes near that place.
Is it?
If you aim your club all the way through to the end. I'm just telling you that Shane Pinto, I think, wanted the puck to go over to the other side.
Oh,
In that one split instant of, oh my God, the puck's coming at my head.
yeah. Well, he didn't duck. He didn't turn to the left, and he didn't,
Well, he kind of, I mean, he did
We
put
don't
his
have
head
to
out of the
Zapruder
way.
Film this thing.
He did
but-
put his head out of the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you gotta-
yeah, I know.
You don't want to get hit, but
Well, it was a guy in baseball that didn't move his head and then has a 17, had my nose broken in 17 places and have plastic in my nose.
Yeah.
Should have turned my head like Shane Pinto. Didn't.
he's gonna bunt.
It's another story.
No run score.
No, I actually went like
Oh.
in stupid. Like, I was at the plate like this.
Yeah.
I was a lefty, but instead of like ducking,
Yeah.
I moved back.
Oh,
Like, I'm going to get out of the way of this, and I moved back. Well, the ball,
And the ball found you.
Yeah, the ball.
Ah.
Yeah, not good.
no.
So,
But, all things considered, you don't look like Adam Foote.
okay.
So you got that going for you.
Adam
know?
Foote's nose isn't great.
He paid. That's the scars of battle.
So I feel like James, are you somebody else? James, tell us who you are. I would be outraged if Vancouver got that call. Do I feel like this might be?
I think most people in Ottawa would.
Is this Ethan?
Who, James?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe. So if that goal goes in and Ottawa loses
Yep.
on that goal,
Oof.
and they're 5 points back,
Yep.
yeah, I think there would be some, I don't know if it's outrage, but there would be some, it hit his glove and it went to the other guy, and why didn't they call it back?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yep. No, it's.
So I've convinced you otherwise now. You can say it.
Oh, you've convinced me that if it was like roles reversed, oh, for sure.
So I've convinced you that it shouldn't have counted.
No, I just said I could see the outrage if it went the other way. It's but I mean, and that happens a bunch of times in a night, right? The call goes your way, and you're just like,
Yeah, I think Vancouver wasn't outraged because they don't give a crap.
oh, well, there's
Right?
that too. Yeah, no.
So imagine
They
if
don't.
you're playing a team that absolutely had to win no matter what, and it went against them. I think they're acting differently than the Canucks acted.
For sure. Yeah. They're literally just playing out the season. A lot of them.
Dave Casper, holy roller style play. Okay. That's a good call. See, that's the one thing about Zach. He can bring things well beyond his years. Things that happened well, like I told you, he's like late 20s going on late.
Wise beyond his years.
Yeah. He's got that type of memory.
Mix of young grasshopper with.
Canucks sure didn't like Tim Stutzla. Well, does anybody? Tim
No.
Stutz is a little bit of a, I was going to say a bad word, but he's the best player on the ice, and he's also an ass,
Yeah.
like to the opposition.
Oh, yeah.
And he's at his best when the other teams don't like him.
Yeah.
He was good tonight again. I think the team just kind of went in that, like, guys, just don't do anything to really screw it up. In fact, my Markham boy, Warren Fogle, you can't be taking a penalty with 6 minutes to go, 198 feet from your own net.
198, 197.
That was not ideal.
No.
But the Vancouver Canucks power play is also not ideal.
So they were okay. But yeah, I didn't notice him a ton tonight other than that penalty, but thankfully they didn't pay for it.
I feel bad for
I like to pick up
for Lankinen. I thought he played tremendous. Like in the previous game they played against Ottawa, Vancouver deserved a better fate because of how well Kevin Lankinen played.
Yep.
And he played really good again tonight.
He did.
Like by far the busier and better goalie.
Yep.
And got a bit of a bad break with the sort of hand pass going over to Ridley Gregg. And that's the only goal he let in. I thought he was really good tonight.
No, he was.
Trying to look at other stats that kind of stick out to me. Dylan Cousins had 4 shots on goal. Him and Brady both had 4. He also had 4 hits, Dylan Cousins. But I never get too wrapped up in the hits department, because the hits department always tells me, like, if you have way more hits than the other team, you don't have the puck way more than the other team.
That's right. Yeah, no, it's true.
Right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's like the Islanders, man. They always had a million hits, and it was like, yeah, guys, get the puck.
That means you're chasing the puck.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tanner says he had a rough hit into the boards on one of the Canucks in their last game too. Yeah, that's true. So it's a did. Sens could have poked around Lankinen at the deadline, although his extension is ugly. Yeah, I mean, this is just another. You got to be sure on a guy, right? And I mean, I would have liked to see Lankinen or somebody else here other than James Reimer, but it's hard to argue that the way the team is playing, they just need capable goaltending.
It's true.
And nothing more spectacular.
Yeah.
I still would have liked them to have gone out and got somebody else.
Would have been
because
nice.
These back-to-backs
that
are coming up that we talked about. Because after the Montreal game, they got back-to-back Saturday, Sunday. Then their next 2 games are back-to-back Wednesday, Thursday with travel. We're going to see more James Reimer. I'll tell you that.
For sure. Yep. But if they keep playing the way they are, although we're going to see better teams in Vancouver as well. A little more firepower. But,
well,
I thought they really did a really good job tonight of keeping things simple for him. And they, like, for the most part, that's how they have been the last 10 to 12 games.
But especially without Sanderson, right?
Defensively. Well, and that too. Yeah. Which that's got to be. That's a bit of a kick in the, a bit of a gut punch for the boys, for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. I said on the pregame show that this is a time that he's going to be out the next couple of weeks, but they're scheduled the next couple of weeks. Not Murderers Row. Montreal, Anaheim, San Jose, Washington, the Islanders, the Leafs, the Rangers. So until March 23rd, until 2 weeks from tonight,
right?
It's actually okay. The next 2 weeks,
it's true.
You should be winning most of those hockey games, if not like almost all of them.
Realistically, they can beat all those teams, especially with the way they're playing right now.
It then gets a little bit more tricky with in Detroit after you're in New York the day after. You got Detroit, Pittsburgh, Tampa.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a 3-game set. That's not easy.
Yeah.
Florida's, I don't love Florida. I mean, you should be able to beat the Panthers. Marchand's out now.
4 again, though.
Yeah. And then after Florida, it's Buffalo, Minnesota, Carolina, Tampa. Now
by then, no, that's almost a month away.
So Zach says, this is where wording, Zach, I think is, I don't want it to say it's getting you, but it says week to week's not ideal, but it's tolerable. Well, let me define week to week for you with a season that's got 5 weeks left in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Week to week means almost all of it.
Yeah.
Slight chance that if they're in it and they need Jake Sanderson in the last week, maybe he comes back a little bit early.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, shoulders are not.
They're not fun.
Well, it's not only that they're not fun; it's that they don't heal properly.
No.
Right away, and we know Josh Norris and some of the troubles that he has had with shoulders.
Yeah,
You-
poor guy.
right? But like he was dislocating his shoulders off face-offs. Now, now dislocation is different, obviously, from a separation. I have done both of them to both shoulders, so I am an expert to be able to talk about the difference between a separated shoulder and a dislocated shoulder. But the separation, if he is out week to week, the separation is not a very, very, very minor one. And what that means is that he will not be 100% if he comes back.
Right.
He simply will not be.
No.
Now, is it manageable? Yes. But you're also going to put Jake Sanderson in a spot where he could be really hurt.
Right. Yeah.
And you're going to have to weigh that as an organization.
Yep.
And what this week to week means is we'll see where we are.
Yeah.
And we'll see how his rehab goes. And he hasn't had any shoulder problems.
Reward.
He hasn't had shoulder problems. He hasn't had any real big injuries before.
Nice.
So
freak.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's good because you don't necessarily know how guys are going to recover when they've never been hurt before. No. And he might recover a lot. But what I'm telling you is when he comes back, he won't be 100%.
No.
And you are going to put Jake Sanderson at risk when he comes back, because if he gets hit again, it's going to be real bad.
Yeah.
It will not heal in time for him to be 100%. I don't care if he comes back on the last week of the regular season and they tell you he's 100%. He is not.
No.
Yeah. So, but is he going to be good enough to come play if they're 1 point back and they got 3 games left and they get Jake Sanderson back?
For that little push? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what they close Jersey, Toronto. Yep. So out of those last 4.
This is where you need to tell people
right?
what those things are when you're reading.
4 games.
That's fine. You're allowed to read. Just tell people what you're reading.
I'm just looking at the last 4 games of the season: Florida, New York, Islanders, Jersey, and Toronto.
Please don't let it come down to a game against the Leafs to make the playoffs.
No.
Can you imagine?
But out of those 4, New York, the Islanders are the only.
Oh, and the Islanders could be home and cooled at that point.
That's true.
And Florida, Jersey, and Toronto will be nowhere near. No. So, yes, the last 4 look good, but you got to get there.
Yeah.
Right? They have a middle stretch here.
That's true.
From Tuesday, March 24th to Tuesday, April 7th. So they have a 2-week span. Listen to the games in these 2 weeks that I'm picking out of the 5 weeks that are left.
Yeah.
Detroit, Pittsburgh, Tampa, Florida, Buffalo, Minnesota, Carolina, Tampa. That's it. That's in a 2-week stretch.
Yeah.
There is like the Florida game's the easiest game, and you're in Florida against the Panthers.
Yeah.
Which is not that easy.
No.
But that's the easiest game of the whole thing. This is why you got
to back is the 4th and the 5th, Minnesota, Carolina. The nice thing, they have a break in between 2 days.
Yeah, but they have 5 back-to-backs before the end of the year. 5. You're going to see James Reimer.
Yep.
James says goaltending.
I don't feel too nervous about that. I don't know.
Goaltending is not confidence inspiring right now. Linus looks leaky to me in Reimer. Well, Reimer. Well, I don't know how the goaltending could be inspirational. I don't know how you get all like, don't worry, guys. We got Linus and Reimer.
Yeah.
Well, he does have Lee in his name. I feel like that's Linus.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like penis, though.
Where you go?
No, I'm just like, so there's no way, James, that you can have full confidence in the goaltending. There's no way.
No.
And the team doesn't.
No, I think that's why you're like, I think that's why you're seeing them play the way they play. And really, because like they know that's their only hope. They can't
you've hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
If they give 15 grade A scoring chances and they want to play end to end and try and outscore teams, they're dead in the water.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. Like,
Yeah.
in a good way or a bad way, it has bonded this team to go, if we don't play a certain way, we have zero chance.
No. Yeah. And they obviously, it's nice to see them playing the way they are because they, they haven't given up. I feel bad for a lot of the guys, like, if you will.
What do you mean? Feel bad for who?
Well, for a lot of the players, to the way, like, because they even, like, earlier in the year, they haven't played bad. They've played well. They just didn't get any help in that. And so I think too, at least maybe, I don't know if, and I'm not speaking for anybody, but at least if that was my situation, if I'm a player on the team and the buy-in and the way they're playing, at least I knew if I did everything on me and it didn't work out, well, at least I did everything I could.
Mm-hmm.
Can't control, at least I knew, like, that would help me over the summer live a little.
Agreed, but you are where you are right now, and you're 3 points out of a playoff spot.
Yep.
To go get it. Like,
that's it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, I don't care how you got here.
No.
This is where you are now.
Yep.
On March 9th, but it's March 10th. 12:19.
As of 19 minutes ago, it is.
Zach says, very rarely do you see the Sens give up grade A chances since the Olympic break.
Correct.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Now, a little fortunate that they've played, like, you think of the game that they gave up the most grade A scoring chances, and it was against Edmonton.
Yes.
Well, it's Edmonton. Right?
Were those two guys that played?
Yeah. But other than that, they've played a bunch of horse crap teams. They've played
bottom of the,
I mean, Seattle's okay.
Seattle's okay.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yep. But Calgary's they're
dog crap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Vancouver's
worse.
Horse shit.
Yeah. A backyard full of dog crap.
Dog crap, horse shit. Yeah, but these are not good teams.
No.
The Leafs are terrible.
Yeah.
Like, they're awful.
Speaking of since the break, they've given up.
Yeah, they've quit.
Yeah, they quit. Yeah.
Craig Berube saying they're in Montreal tomorrow, and ironically, Sens could use a Leaf victory.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. Didn't think you'd be saying that, but they could.
They could.
Craig Berube is trying to, probably our biggest rival. You would hope the guys would care. Like, he's literally trying to implore them to care just a little bit.
Please, for the love of God, give a shit. Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you, as we sit and look at the standings, let's go over them again from things that have happened. So in the Atlantic Conference, the third place team is Detroit. They have 79 points. Two wildcard teams are Montreal and Boston, 78-76.
Correct.
Columbus, 74, the first team on the outside.
Yep.
And then Ottawa with 73. And all of these teams have played 63 games except for Montreal, who have played 62.
Human. Yep.
So,
yeah.
Ottawa is going to have to catch two of, the Islanders at 77 are 3 points up on Columbus, but they've played one more. Pittsburgh at 78. I think those two teams are still in it. They're not home and cleared by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
But when you group in Pittsburgh, the Islanders, Montreal, Boston, Columbus, Ottawa's going to have to finish ahead of two of those teams. What teams are they? That's the question. What's the biggest? Who's the team that you look at and go, okay, this is the two teams right now? My answer might surprise you.
Okay. I got to pick two.
Well, two of them aren't going to make it. So if Ottawa's going to make it, then two of Columbus, Boston, Montreal, the Islanders, Pittsburgh. I guess you could throw Detroit in there as well. Two of those teams aren't going to make it if Ottawa makes it right now. So they're going to have to pull back two of those teams.
Montreal and Pittsburgh.
Montreal and Pittsburgh.
Yeah. If I had to pick two.
Yeah. So I think Montreal is definitely one of them.
Okay.
I think Boston's making it, and I think Columbus is going to make it.
So do I. I think
they've just played too well.
Yeah, since Bonus took over, it's between them and Buffalo, I think this year. Like there's two teams that what a change in fortune.
So if you look ahead too, Ottawa has Montreal left on Wednesday. It's the last time they play them. And who else do they play? You ask. They don't play Boston. They play Montreal. And they don't play Columbus anymore.
No.
Do play the New York Islanders twice.
Yep. Oh, I see. Yeah.
They're only 4 points back of the Islanders right now.
Yep.
And people get lost in these standings because, the Islanders are third in the Metro, so they're not in the wild card spot, but they actually have less points than the Montreal Canadiens, who are in a wild card spot.
Yep. This is true.
So I look at the
Islanders too.
Ottawa's 4 back of the Islanders.
Sorry.
But you look at the Islanders' upcoming schedule. They've been on the coast. They lost to Anaheim. They lost to Los Angeles. They barely got by San Jose in overtime. So they get St. Louis. Then they come home.
Montreal. It's a lot of close games, actually.
Yeah, they don't blow anybody out.
No.
So
lose.
Yeah,
they get blown.
But they're in St. Louis. They come home. They have the Kings in Calgary, but then they're in Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. They play Ottawa,
Chicago.
They play Ottawa again, the third last game of the year. They play Montreal again. They play a whole Pittsburgh again. They play a lot of teams.
Yep.
So I think it's Montreal and the Islanders that are going to miss. And Ottawa, Boston, and Columbus all get there. That's my prediction.
I like it. It's hard to argue against it.
Tanner is asking, and I think this is a good question, did the victory over Tampa cement Buffalo as a cup contender, or is the experience just not there? It's a good question, because for the Buffalo Sabres, that victory the other day was easily the game of the year this year.
Yeah.
And one of the games of the past few years in the regular season. It had everything you'd ever want.
Yeah.
In fact,
that was a tide turner when you thought.
Yeah, I mean 8-7, first of all. And then I have a stat here.
Okay.
That was
go on.
Well, no, this is where you like a veteran broadcaster would. No, you would talk because I would be like, okay, I just gotta find the stat. Right. But you're not doing
Zach
that.
says very rarely do Sens give up grade A chances since we've gone through that. You know what the kind of I'll fake it till I make it. That win last night with Buffalo over Tampa reminded me of 2007 with the Sens a little bit when they had that game in Buffalo. Speaking of Buffalo, with the Emery fight and all that. That was the first point of that year where I thought,
hey, this is different.
This team's something's different now. And then they ended up going to the final and they lost. But it was that was the game for me that was like
right. Okay.
Because I went to 3 games that year. The season opener, they got pumped 6-0 by the Leafs. I went to go see the Habs. I don't know, 5-1, 6-1, Boston 7-2, whatever it was. I think I'm not going to another game. It was all before Christmas, and then that happened.
Yeah.
But then they started playing better, and
but that's one of the reasons why.
But it was the whole attitude, and even Emery and the smile. They had that swagger. That's what I.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I bought in. This team's got a chance.
So the Sabres Lightning game combined for 15 combined goals and 27 total penalties. That's not like penalty minute. That's 27 different times that guys got penalties in the game. The NHL has not had a game like that with both of those totals, 15 combined goals and 27 penalties.
87?
February 21st, 1994, a Flyers-Canadiens game in the regular season had it. But when you say 94, you're like, oh, that's not that long ago. Oh, that was 32 years ago.
That was a long time ago. Yeah. 94.
You go back, you go 94. No, I was like 19. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 30. 32 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I had 94.
But it's a good question because I think, Tanner, you look at that game and go, okay, 8-7.
Yep.
Amazing game, like incredible game. I do think it gives the Sabres confidence that they can do really good things coming up, and it's not just, hey, we're lucky to be here. But I also think that in a game like that, when your goalie gives up 7 goals, Vasilevsky's, who hasn't been great. That one where he missed the puck, not in that game, but literally just came on him and he went to cover it and he like hit it back out into the slot and he just scored. He's not been great lately.
No.
But you don't worry about Vasilevsky giving up 8 goals and being like, oh my God, is he going to be okay for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you don't worry about that.
No.
Now,
come playoff time. No.
With Luukkonen or whoever else is going to be in goal for Buffalo, do I worry that them giving up 7 goals? Like, yeah, it's great they won the game, but
more concern, obviously.
Way more concern for me. I think Buffalo is going to be fine against everybody if they don't run into Carolina. I think that's the team right now that would not be a good matchup for Buffalo.
Yeah.
See, Zach says, I was not born in 1994.
No.
I was like graduating high school in 1994.
I was graduating elementary school. Off to junior high. June of 94.
I didn't have a junior high.
I did.
You had a junior high?
There was a couple of them. Not many. I don't think
people listening, did you have junior high school?
Just 7, 8.
Yeah, like a separate school?
Yep. Just 7, 8. That's it. And then off to high school.
Kind of wish we had that. We were just kindergarten to grade 8.
Yeah.
Same school.
Yep.
And then off to high school. 9 to OAC. Do you guys even know what OAC is, Tanner, Zach? No, they might not. Like,
no. Even more so. What does it stand for?
Exactly.
Right?
That's grade 13.
Yeah.
Yep.
Loser lap.
No, you had to do it.
No, we did. Yeah. Now it's
Oh, they still
There's
did.
No
they did
13.
OAC when
I did OAC. I had the one OAC class. OAC law is what I took.
But you had OAC? Like you had to.
Yeah. My OAC year.
When was it removed?
So
I feel like you're young enough that it was already gone there.
And my younger brother was coming in grade 9, my OAC year. He was, I believe, the first year without it. So that would have been 2001.
Tanner says kindergarten, grade 8, then high school. That was the same as me, Markham. And then says no idea.
Card-carrying members of the Ottawa Athletic Club.
No, see, you can't read them before they're up on the screen. That's not allowed.
Oh.
Let me get it up on the screen, then you're allowed to read it. These are the rules. Still learning.
Yeah.
Learn how to get higher in your chair, and then there you go.
Yeah.
Card-carrying members of the Ottawa Athletic Club. That's it. That's what OAC stands for. Tanner had no idea and says my school called it Year 5.
Year 5. Yeah. Year 5.
OACs were Ontario academic credits.
That's right. For those preparing for university.
That's right.
Level courses.
But you had to take them.
You did if you wanted to go to university.
If you wanted to go to university.
Yeah. And you had to do well.
Yeah.
Depending on the.
Because they really didn't look at your grade 12 marks at all.
No.
They just looked at your
OAC
marks.
Yeah. They didn't care.
Oh, no wonder Zach's all weird. Kindergarten to grade 6 and then 7 to 12. Now was the grade 7, because I know
those are separate. CPHS does that. The high school in Dalton Place.
I'm glad you told us what CPHS. I know Sacred Heart in Stittsville.
They do.
The 7, 8, they go to Sacred Heart, but it is a sectioned off.
That's right. Yeah, they're not mingling.
They're not mingling.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, well, maybe rightfully so wherever Zach went to school. Zach, did the grade 7s mingle with the grade 12s? That's what I want to know.
I can't see that being a thing.
Well, I need to know that.
Dublin, Ireland.
Guess the schools were different in Dublin, Ireland for Zach.
Did he?
Well, he is Hornswoggle. The little shorter leprechaun in wrestling. That's him.
Right.
That's actually him. He doubles as that. So,
right.
So you're right. I don't know the Irish.
Hey, I didn't do all my OECs, but I'm not
public school. You didn't do all of them. You did one of them, apparently.
One, just that's it. Yeah. And I had no intention to go to university.
Oh, no?
No.
Then why'd you take one?
Because it was law.
Oh, is
I wanted to be, I was interested. Okay. So I wanted to, Same reason, I guess, in grade 11, I took a grade 12 class. I was bored a lot. So any chance
right.
Although I say that and I didn't do my OEC, but
I was bored.
Stuff I liked, I could,
well, that's okay.
To be challenged.
I think we all know, like I actually took, I shouldn't admit this, but after OAC, I needed a couple more, like to get into Laurier, you had to have like an 84.
Oh yeah.
I think. And I had like,
I shouldn't say I'm surprised.
But I had like 82. And I'm like, I really wanted to go to Laurier, and everyone was saying, "Oh, go to Windsor." I'm like, I'm not. I went to Windsor. I did campus. I'm like, I'm not going here.
No.
So I remember.
I go to Humber.
I remember.
Sorry. Well, I'd rather go to a nice college,
dude. I went to Humber after.
Yeah,
so
I know you did.
Yeah, so don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Concord and St. Lawrence.
I downgraded though. I was a Wilfrid Laurier Golden Hawk.
Yeah, and
then I just went to be a Hawk. Humber. They're like, there's no golden shit here. Like,
no,
right?
Bronze?
Yeah.
Also
No. We're just Hawks.
Blue.
But so what I did, the sitting down with my parents,
extra credits.
Sitting down with my parents, telling them after grade 13 or OAC, don't worry. Don't worry. I got a plan. I'm going to go back to school again.
Right.
I'm going to get that 2%. I'm going to play high school hockey. We're going to win OFSA.
Yep.
Perfect. And I'm going to work. I reffed a lot. I worked, I reffed 5-6 nights a week.
Yeah. Money coming in. Good for you.
Money coming in. Yep. And I'm going to go to Laurier next year. And the parents are like, well, our plan was for you to be out a long time ago.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be home again.
Yeah. Great.
And then like
you're working, it's gonna be enough to
but like are you really gonna go to school after that? Like once you're a year after grade 13?
Right. Oh, I had 5 years.
Right.
But you need the 6th. And that's the magic.
But I did go, which is good. Like I ended up going and doing all the things I said I was gonna do.
Which is good.
But man, that sitting down with the parents, they were not.
You don't say.
They were not necessarily pleased. So Zach says, first year of the brand new Longfields Division or Davidson Heights Secondary School in grade 7 started as grade 7 to 9, and they added a grade each year.
Oh, I see. So it was a new school.
So you started in grade 7. When it was 7 to 9, and then when you were grade 8, they added a grade 10.
I feel like that's.
So you were basically 2 years behind the step up, Zach. Yeah.
So grade 8 to 10, but it's at 9, 11, 10, 12.
So we're seeing. Oh, he says correct. See, we're not. My OAC academics are paying off here. Oh no. And he said the only Golden Hawks I recognize are the Trenton Golden Hawks. Play-by-play voice of the Trenton Golden Hawks, perennial. They're the Leon Draisaitl of the, what is it?
I call it the 401 League, but it's the OJHL.
The OJHL?
Ontario Junior Hockey League.
Don't mumble these things. What did
you
say?
The 40 Ontario Junior Hockey League.
The Ontario Junior. Just OJHL?
the OJHL? Yeah.
Okay.
I believe.
They're the bridesmaids,
Uh,
the Leon Draisaitl. Like, yeah, always close. They finally got to whatever that stupid place out in Alberta. What's the
Oh, the RBC?
Is it the Bogart Cup?
No, that's here. Bogart is our local one.
Zach, what's the next one?
There used to be the Fred Page, which I think is
I remember the Fred
now.
Page. No more.
Too bad.
But
now it's the RBC. I think it's the RBC Cup. I don't know who the
okay. Well,
sponsor is, but
they finally
national.
won the JHL, whatever that is, or OJHL.
Yep.
After they lost to Collingwood 1 million times in the final. They finally won
Broke
last
through.
year and then, came up short.
Winner.
The Buckland Cup. Winners of the Buckland Cup last year. But what's the one out in Alberta called that they choked after they won the Buckland Cup? And you know what? I'm with Tanner. Let's go Collingwood Blues.
National is Centennial Cup. Okay.
The Centennial Cup.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, and bragging about a 2-0 series lead against the Lindsay Muskies. First of all, have you ever been to Lindsay? Yeah, neither have I. I've just driven through, didn't want to stop. And a team called the Muskies. Yeah, no. Not going to do it for me.
Only Muskie is Husky, the Muskie, and not. That's a weird. Anyways.
Tanner says St. Mary in Brockville, notable Brian Fraser.
Is that where you went?
Notable alumni.
Speaking of high school hockey, we used to beat them handedly.
Who's we?
Where I played at St. John's in Perth.
That's what you got to tell people, right? St. John's in Perth.
Right.
Not St. John's in Newfoundland.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
But St. Mary in Brockville, notable alumni Brian Fraser. So Brian was one of the very best people. Used to work at CFRA. Unfortunately, passed away. Fought a very, very difficult battle with cancer. And I mean, I knew Brian well. I knew his family well. Just one of those guys. You realize how lucky you are to work in sports when the guy across the hall that's working in news is in the green room like every second of the day because he just wants to talk sports.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, I need to talk to a human being who knows what hockey is.
Yes. Yeah.
Because of the CFRA. And what a great, like, courageous battle. Our colleague, I would call him a friend too, Callum Fraser, wrote a book about Brian.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable. Like, just some of the things. And I remember going over kind of late in the stages as they got there, and a bunch of us went over, and I mean, he couldn't really go out of the house, but he wanted people to come over, and we just sat there and watched football in his garage, and it was
wicked.
It was awesome.
Oh, I bet.
Like, it's when you get there and you get to those places, you realize, like, why don't we just do this anyway? Like, why?
Yeah, right. I know.
Because Brian couldn't go out. So we all went to him.
Yeah.
And we just sat and watched football in his garage, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
I meant the world to him, I'm sure.
Oh, I meant the world to us.
And you guys.
Zach missed that guy.
Quality. Yeah.
Zach says called many games with Brian in the CCHL. It says went to college with him, always chatted with him after an overnight shift at CFRA. Such a good guy. And he was. Yeah. And he worked at a news station and he loved sports. Which, some of them do.
Yep.
Yes, Markham didn't.
Just had to work across the hall.
Yeah. You know what, though? I found a bunch of Zach, Tanner, everyone listening. Steve knows I found a bunch of my jerseys that were locked down somewhere. I found my novice. You know what? Hold the fort, Steve. I got to show people this.
Okay.
So keep talking.
Found some gems. Speaking of some game worn, I think a lot of them of significance.
You keep talking, Steve.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is
what.
I guess all yours are game worn, but
Yeah, I have some cool game worns.
Yeah.
But how about this? I was a Winterhawk. Okay.
Through and through.
This is my novice jersey.
Would that have been your first one?
Yeah, I believe. I don't think this was an Adam jersey. I'm pretty sure it was novice rep.
What is a JIL?
It was just like we had a sponsor.
Juvenile. Okay.
No, it was just a sponsor.
Joe.
I think it was an electronics company.
Fair
I
enough.
think.
Yep.
But like, look at the Versace. It's actually like blue. You can't even see it. It's like this aqua blue, just put on the bottom of this mesh shirt with nothing in the middle. Like we thought this looked good. Also, incredible. I wish I still had them.
In the back.
I wish I still had them. I wore Cooperalls for like
how many years?
Novice Adam, Pee Wee.
Come on.
Maybe after Pee Wee they were gone. I feel like we switched over in Bantam.
So like 6 years.
Oh, I love them.
Did you?
Love them. They were the best.
I never wore them, but
yeah, they look ridiculous.
Yeah.
And if you never wore them, you're like,
well, then, Cooperalls. Yeah, no.
Tanner says
they were well on their way out by the early 90s.
He's a big fan of Markham legend Warren Fogle. Yeah, I tried to actually pretend Mitch Marner's not from Markham. However, Mitch is. Steven Stamkos. My good buddy, I actually hung out with this guy's sister for a bit. Like we were friends because she played at Carleton University. Jeff Skinner was born and raised just down the street from like old Markham.
Okay. Markham proper, if you will.
Like, yeah, none of this Unionville, Thornhill crap. Like, because Markham turned from the town of Markham to the township of Markham, and then there was the town of Markham inside the township of Markham.
Right.
It would be like before Renfrew County, but Renfrew is in Renfrew County, but then there are other towns in Renfrew County. That's kind of how it was.
Okay.
But yeah, like Erica, older sister, she played with Carleton, good player.
Hockey?
Yep.
Nice.
But then, Jeff came along, and one of the big things is that Jeff took figure skating all the way up.
That's right.
And it paid off. He's a pretty good skater.
Yep.
Must be late because Zach
That's
says
where you get your edges.
Not to be confused with the wrestler Skinner.
No confusion here.
Well, confusion here. Skinner was like
Skinner
from the swamp.
Oh,
and he's like digging for crocodiles and terrible gimmick. Steve Kern, Zach?
Was Skinner?
I think Steve Kern. Tanner says forgot Skinner didn't sign with anyone after San Jose terminated his deal. He did not. So here's a question. See, I like when people are asking other people in the chat.
We go.
Zach, I was wondering why Halliday wasn't papered to Belleville for the AHL playoffs. Then I looked at the standings.
Yeah.
But it's nice that people in the chat are talking to each other and not to us. We're actually hosting. Don't worry about us, guys.
Yep. That's okay. Well, we can,
Yeah, I know. So
I guess Halliday, is he out now for?
No, the Belleville Senators are nowhere near the playoffs.
No, but I mean with Ottawa.
Yeah, they called up Gilbert, right? Just for make sure nothing else happened. That must have been a fun flight out there to not play, to fly right back. Yeah, but NHL money. Right?
I was going to say, in 2 weeks, you'll be happy you did that flight.
The check looks a little bit...
check clear? Yeah, perfect.
Zach says the cool kids chat. Yeah. Even Tanner, the cool kids. All right. Halliday was in the press box tonight. Yeah.
So he's still getting paid.
With McDermott and Gilbert. Yeah, it'd be nice to fly out there and go, I'm going to make an NHL check for the next day or two and watch a game. And
Go out, fly home.
Not like a way easier flight. And I think as we wrap this up, way easier flight knowing that, look, they were a minute 30 away from winning the game in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And look, they're up 4-2 in the third period. They could have won that game. It's Edmonton, so they always come back in the third period. That's what the Oilers do. But they were still a minute 30 away from winning. And if Brady didn't tackle Connor, maybe they had a chance to come back the other way. But they give up a point there when they could have had that one. But this team with 9 points in 10 on a 5-game road trip. Like
couldn't have gone much better.
No. Well, the only way it could have got better is to not allow the goal.
That's right.
In Edmonton.
Yeah.
But
get 10 out of 10. But I mean,
you go on a Western trip plus a game in Toronto before that.
Yep.
Not easy.
No.
And to get 9 or 10 points, it has you 3 points back of a playoff spot.
Yep.
You've earned your place now to come back here and give it a whirl.
Yep.
Not an easy game coming up. Now, Montreal might have, we'll see. Like they play the Leafs, and then I'm sure they'll come right to Ottawa with the weather that's going to come in. It looks like on Wednesday. That will not be very good.
No.
But to me, Steve, this has been a really good trip. Really good trip.
100%.
Like other than the Sanderson injury, it's almost a perfect trip.
Yep. Really is. Unfortunately, that's but these things happen too, and I love all guys. You don't want to see him go down, but
we can't do anything about it now.
Nope.
And they played like it tonight. James Reimer with a shutout victory over the Vancouver Canucks 2-0. The only goal, Ridley Gregg on a hand pass.
Controversial?
I think a little bit.
Yep.
I think it's not controversial because Sens fans are watching their team get the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
But if Vancouver won that game tonight off the same play, I think it is more controversial for people.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So it's got to be controversial. If
it'd be interesting to hear how people in Vancouver, for the ones that still care,
it would be.
About it.
Go. Can you find that?
Anyone's,
can you find that person for us? I don't know. Yeah, but you're right. If any other team kind of in that spot, if they really cared, might be more up in arms about this. They're just not.
Yeah, no.
And this is a good point here by Tanner before we go. Canucks also don't care because they'd rather tank. Yeah, at this point, I mean, you're not going anywhere, and you'd rather just have the best odds to
get that number one pick.
Get the number one pick.
So whomever that may be.
Different discussion for a different day. But
absolutely.
Ottawa comes and does exactly what they need to do.
Yep.
James Reimer with the shutout, and they beat Vancouver 2-0. Wednesday night, the temperature gets risen a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
With the Montreal Canadiens coming in. And again, for Ottawa, they're going to come home, day off tomorrow, because they won't get in until, 7, 8 in the morning. And they're going to fight traffic just to get home in the morning.
Yeah, that's true. Poor guy. Yeah.
I know.
Rush hour. Land in rush hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow's a write-off.
But tomorrow night, they're going to kick back and they're going to watch every other team around them play.
They should. Yep.
They're going to watch Montreal. They're going to watch Boston. They're going to watch the Islanders. They're
There's
going to
a
watch
lot going on tomorrow
Pittsburgh.
Night. Yeah.
Every other team around them. Every team.
Yeah.
Detroit. Everyone's playing tomorrow night except for Ottawa. So you kind of hope.
They get to sit back, get a good night's sleep, get up, wake up hungry Wednesday.
Well, they'll be watching the Montreal game more, but
I would think
with some focus in scoreboard watching on the Boston Bruins, I think. But even that, you might not even have to catch Boston at the end of the day. So you don't know. You just know that you're hoping for a Leaf victory, watching the team play Montreal that you're playing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then you want to beat Montreal in regulation on Wednesday. And that's
so because there'll be a lot of Habs fans in the building too.
Yep. Well, like I said, the energy, the life, it'll be
sure.
there a lot more. Yep. Thank you,
Steve.
Steve.
It'll be
it was fun.
That was fun.
Tanner,
thank you.
Zach,
Thanks for having me.
Unbelievable.
Fun as always. Boys.
Habs fans will be
Bonsoir.
fighting it to get to the CTC, interested to see how the arena looks in freezing rain. It's as bad as they say. Well, that's and we don't know exactly what the weather is going to be because it's right now, they're saying like it's 0. So they're saying it is going to just rain.
Yeah.
And there will be some freezing rain, but it might not all be freezing rain. It might some just be rain. There'll be a lot of it, but
Yeah.
I think we'll be lucky if only some of it's freezing rain. If there's a lot of freezing rain, temperature drops even a little bit.
That's messy.
Then they're talking about a little bit north of us. They're talking about power outages and different things for days. It could be like a bit of an ice. Yeah.
Well, and it's right in that bubble, right? 2 degrees can really make all the difference in the world.
Well, that's it, right? So
yeah. Let's hope it's just rain.
We'll see, but it'll be
Sens win.
It'll be a little dicey, and hopefully we'll have power to be on the air on Wednesday. That's
positive thoughts.
Positive thoughts. Tanner, Zach, thank you very much. Guys, enjoy yourself. Zach, let's get recording here soon. Like come on. Trenton Golden Hawks my ass. This is wrestling. What's important?
In the playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs. Playoffs?
They gotta win a game.
I guarantee you, Zach is like, oh yeah, I know who it is, but Zach's like, oh, that's, and Tanner's like, who is that? Like, what are you guys talking about? Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Tanner's got no idea.
No. There's your homework.
Yeah. But Zach knows exactly who that is.
Yeah.
So,
nice. Yeah.
Anyway. 3 points out of a playoff spot on March 10th. Not bad.
Nope.
Not bad at all.
Take it.
For the Ottawa Senators compared to where they were.
Better than their opponents.
I knew Zach would know. And yes, it is Jim Mora.
There you go.
Need to hear about the Finn Balor betrayal. Yeah.
Don't know what that means.
Well, you should, because Finn Balor turned to be a good guy. They kicked him out of the Judgment Day today on Monday Night Raw. But that's called multitasking. While the game is going on, we know what's going on Monday Night Raw wrestling. But Finn Balor's been towards that like good guy stuff for a while now.
Okay.
Tonight was just kind of the official. But yes, Tanner, you actually don't want to hear about it because you're not a WWE fan and you're being an ass right now. So it's time to go. Tanner's not being, I'm telling you, he does not care. Like at all. And he's laughing, going, you're right, guys. I don't. Like I'm in bed. I don't care. Just
poking the bear.
I'm just poking the bear. However, it's time for us to go to bed. But thank you guys for staying up with us. And the Ottawa Senators, they just continue to do it. 2-0 shutout victory over the Vancouver Canucks. They play Montreal on Wednesday night, and we will be back on OSN with the pregame show. And this is Overtime, which you've been listening to here on OSN.